Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the universe. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Logic will get you from A to Z. Imagination will get you everywhere. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Never memorize something that you can look up. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. Try not to become a man of success. Rather, become a man of value. The world as we have created, it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. You never failed until you stopped trying. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. A measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. It is not that I am so smart, but I stay with the questions much longer. Creativity is intelligence having fun. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Everything must be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. When you trip over love, it is easy to get up, but when you fall in love, it is impossible to stand again. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. A question that sometimes drives me hazy. Am I, or are the others crazy? Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. The woman who follows the crowd will usually go no further than the crowd. A woman who walks alone is likely to find herself in places no one has ever been before. Time is an illusion. Love is a better master than duty. Blind belief in authority is the greatest enemy of truth. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. We all know that light travels faster than sound. That's why certain people appear bright until you hear them speak. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Nothing happens until something moves. I would rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist and right. Out of clutter, find simplicity. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Imagination is the highest form of research. However rare true love may be, it is less so than true friendship. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Only those who attempt the absurd can achieve the impossible. You can never solve a problem on the level on which it was created. I never think of the future, it comes soon enough. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Few people are capable of expressing with equanimity opinions which differ from the prejudices of their social environment. Most people are incapable of forming such opinions. A true genius admits that he or she knows nothing. The hardest thing in the world to understand is the income tax. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. Common sense is the collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. Life is a preparation for the future, and the best preparation for the future is to live as if there were none. The revolution introduced me to art, and in turn, art introduced me to the revolution. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. I want to know God's thoughts, the rest are mere details. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Information is not knowledge. The ideals which have always shone before me and filled me with joy are goodness, beauty, and truth. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. I never teach my pupils. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. Play is the highest form of research. God is subtle, but he is not malicious. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. Student is not a container you have to fill, but a torch you have to light up. The only sure way to avoid making mistakes is to have no new ideas. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it. Three great forces rule the world: stupidity, fear, and greed. It is harder to crack prejudice than an atom. At least once a day, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. Force always attracts men of low morality. Before God, we are all equally wise and equally foolish. Learning is experience. Everything else is just information. What really interests me is whether God had any choice in the creation of the world. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Excellence is doing a common thing in an uncommon way. I hope you gained some insights from this video. Consider subscribing if you like the video. Thank you for watching.